Hi everyone, it's Sarah Joanne, and this is day 6 of 12 days of amazing angel tarot tips, and we're halfway through. And while I'm just talking to you here, I'm just going to share this into a private group of mine called Sarah Joanne's Angel Tarot Guidance. And a lot of us that are following the tips on this page are also following it in my Sarah Joanne's Angel Tarot Guidance group, because it's a private space. So, and what we're doing is we're sharing daily cards in there and commenting and seeing how it's looking at it at the beginning of the day and then looking at the end of the day and seeing what we're drawn to in the cards. So we're tapping into our intuition with it. So if you're not a member of Sarah Joanne's Angel Tarot Guidance, I will post the link after this video up at the top of this post. And then the other thing I was going to say, and I've just lost it, just bear with me. This is the bit I hate, when I'm sharing this and then I'm talking away to you without looking at you because I feel dead rude. The other thing, if you haven't registered and you haven't registered on email, then if you register and share your email with me, basically you get the links to all these videos in your inbox, so it saves you messing about looking for a certain tip if you've missed it. You know, you're not scrolling down in the group because there can be a lot of posts that you have to scroll through. So basically you're getting them direct in your inbox. So if you fancy that and you don't want to miss a tip, then register. And even if you sign up tonight and you're only just joining me for tip 6 and you'd like tip 5 to 1, I send links for the previous ones as well. So happy days. So hello Christine, thank you for joining me. Right, so last night we talked about the structure of the tarot, and now we're going a little bit deeper and really connecting with the Angel Tarot and the structure of it. And the deck that I'm using is the Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot deck. So the Power Angels Tarot deck. And what we talked about last night was the major arcana and the fact that there's 22 major cards in this pack of 78 cards, and the major cards are major and they mean major events, major things happening in our lives. So they are the most important part of the Angel Tarot deck. But then the second most important part of the Angel Tarot deck, and these tips apply to any tarot deck, so if you've got Unicorn Tarot or Dragon Tarot or Cat Tarot or Nature Tarot or Traditional Tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot, the beauty of really understanding the tarot and getting to know the structure of it, all the structures apply across all decks, and they're all got 78 packs and they all follow this same structure. So it's really handy and means you can cross transfer to other decks quite easily. And also they go into much more insight. You know, and I teach I teach all this in my Power Angels Tarot course, and you can really go into much more depth when you're giving a reading, basically. So the major arcana and the major cards within the tarot deck are the most important. And then you've basically, after that, you've got 4 suits, just like playing cards. And in fact, traditional playing cards used to be used as a fortune-telling device, and you can actually read using traditional playing cards, and many you know, moons ago, and even Sonia Choquette, actually, if any of you follow Sonia Choquette and know her work, I've got a lot of her books and followed her work for a long time. She used to read cards for people when she first started out doing psychic readings. She read using traditional playing cards. So anyway, the next most important part of the Angel Tarot deck is the 4 suits. And within the 4 suits, they've got 4 different meanings. I'm just going to go through those for this Angel Tarot deck, and I'll also mention the traditional tarot meaning as well. So for those of you that are following me and you've got traditional tarot, you can also cross transfer and know what I'm referring to. So we have 4 suits, and we have the suit of Michael. Okay, Michael is blue within this deck, and the thing I love about this deck is it's colour coded. So I like simplicity. I like things made easy, and this makes it easy, the colours. So the blue part of the Power Angels Tarot deck is blue, and it's Michael. Sorry, the blue part of it is Michael. And Michael, and the suit of Michael represents challenges. And if you were following these tips using traditional tarot, they would represent swords. And swords and the suit of Michael represents challenges. And to be honest, a lot of people look at this deck and look at this suit, and they look at the suit of swords in the traditional tarot, they look at Michael and they think, oh, it's just, it's difficulties, it's problems. But I always look at challenges as a positive, to be honest, because without challenges in my life, I would not be the person I am. I wouldn't have grown to be the person I am. I've had some very tough times in my life, and they've, made me the person that I am, and, basically I quite like myself now, and that wasn't always the case. So I do like myself a lot, to be honest. Not in a big-headed way, but in a self-love way. And, if we weren't to go through challenges and have faced challenges, life would be very boring, it would be very static and plain. So we have the suit of swords, or the suit of Michael in this case, and that means challenges. And these are things to be overcome, problems and issues to be faced that are to be overcome. And then we have the suit of Gabriel. And the suit of Gabriel represents the suit of wands. And they're all orange in the Angel Tarot deck, and in the traditional tarot deck they're called wands. And wands, sometimes known as sticks as well, represent work. And it represents physical work, so jobs that we do, our careers, our career paths, that sort of thing, but also things that physically require work. So if we were to do a relationship reading and get the suit of Gabriel within that, then that means that this is going to take some work, So if there were lots of Gabriels within that love reading, to me, it would be saying this is going to take some work to fix this, and it means that they're going to have to work together, maybe depending on the different cards that I see. And we talk about things like this in the Power Angels Tarot course, which would be an opportunity to join that at the end of these tips if that's something that you want to go deeper with me. But yeah, if you're seeing a lot of Gabriel cards in a reading, it's about work, career, or it can mean things that need work. So like I say, if it's a love question, it can mean that it's going to take some work. And then we have the suit of Ariel. And these are all pink. Look at that gorgeous girly pink there. And the suit of Ariel represents money and coins and matters of finance. And in the traditional tarot, the suit of Ariel would be pentacles, sometimes called coins as well, but mainly pentacles. And this relates to anything that's financial, anything that is of material means, so anything to do with money, making money, creating money, finances, savings, anything related to that, and abundance and money coming to us. So that's the suit of Ariel, and that is the suit of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And then last but not least, we have one of my favourite suits, and we have Raphael. And in the Angel Tarot deck, the suit of Raphael, which is all green, represents love, and lots of love and squishy, lovely feeling, lovey things. And in the traditional tarot, and you know I've just gone to a blank now, and I'm just trying to think what it's, I know it is, cups. So in the traditional tarot, the suit of cups represents love, and in the Archangel Power Tarot deck, it represents Raphael. And Raphael and the suit of cups is all about love and matters of the heart. So it's about love and relationships. It's about people that we love, things that we love, anything that's really a strong matter of our hearts. So they're the four suits, and they all follow after the major arcana. But within those suits, within those suits a structure. And this is when you start to understand the structure of the Angel Tarot deck and any tarot deck, you start to understand, have a bit more of a relationship with the cards, and you start to see things a bit clearer when you're doing readings. So the next most important after the Major Arcana are the aces, and within each suit you've got aces, and then you've got court cards as in people, and then you've got numbered cards, which are numbered 1 to 10. So the next most important are the aces. So if you were to see a reading and you would see lots of major cards and then you were to see some aces as well, it would tell you it's quite an important time for them. There's going to be lots of big decisions, lots of things, big decisions to make, lots of big things to be known about. So I'm going to talk briefly just about aces and share. So within aces, and just like aces, like traditional cards, and in fact, Christine, you've just said that you had a reading by playing cards. Was it good, Christine? Was it good? That's interesting, that. I've often wondered about picking up a pack of cards and just seeing if I could read them, and just have a practice. Because I can pick up any cards really, to be honest, as long as I feel that I like them and have a connection with them and learn to have a connection with them. I can pick up most cards and read, and don't necessarily need to pick up the book, and I don't tend to pick up the book unless I really, something that's totally different and I feel like I need to. I just tend to go with what I see on the card, which is how I teach my courses. But yeah, I was just wondering, yes it was, right, and I bet you could. I probably could. I'd probably try it and say to my hubby, get me a pack of cards. We play cards a lot while we're away, so I should probably have a go, to be honest. Never really thought about it. But yeah, going back to the matter in hand, is then we're getting digressed. There's always 4 aces in the tarot pack. In the angel tarot pack and in the traditional tarot pack, there's always 4 aces. And aces mean offerings. They mean things that are given to us. And the general meaning of an ace is an offering, something that's being given to us, or it's a new beginning. So Angela's saying there's a song about a deck of cards. Yeah, I don't know what it is, to be honest, Angela. You'll have to send us a link to it if you remember it. But yeah, going back to aces, I keep getting distracted by your comments, sorry. Going back to aces, there's 4 aces in the Angel Tarot, and each ace represents a suit. So I'm just going to focus, just for a few minutes, on one of these. And in fact, we'll focus on the ace of Raphael, because Raphael's lovely and it's all about love, and I love love. I love the feeling of being loved, I love being in love. I feel very blessed to have my husband and my family and my children. So I will always tend to pick a Raphael suit, or the suit of cups in the traditional tarot. So the ace of Raphael. So I'm going to cover it up here and just show you this card. And I would love you to comment. So bearing in mind this is an offering or a new beginning, what could this mean? And it's relating to love. When you look at the card, what do you see and what could it mean? And it'd be really good, I know there's only a few of you watching tonight, but it'd be really good if you could just look at it and just comment and say what you see. And this is something I say a lot in the course, say what you see. And just say, what you see in the card and what you think it might mean with regard to love, new beginnings. So just say it and see. I'll just wait for comments on that, and I would love it if you would comment, please. And I can see Susan's commented. Hello, Susan. Thank you for joining me. I'm not doing a general reading tonight, Susan. It's to do with I'm doing an event about learning Angel Tarot, and these are the tips. It's videos for the tips. But on a Monday, if you join me every Monday, I do a general reading for the week there. And you can look at, if you go onto my page, and if you look at my videos there is a reading for this week already that you may want to tune into. So thank you for that, Susan. But feel free to welcome and watch, because this card may be relevant to you anyway. If you're watching me, it's no coincidence that you're watching me. I really do believe that. So Angela, you're seeing the open arms. So what do you think that could mean with regard to love? You're welcome, Susan, and blessings to you. Thank you for joining me from Canada. I had an uncle in Canada, bless him. He's not there anymore. So Christine's saying it could mean a new love coming. 2 dolphins, be open to it. Yeah. And I'm always drawn to the open. That's someone new coming in, Angela. Well done, spot on. So the open arms, because it's an offering, because it's a new beginning, it can mean, you know, be open to new love coming in, and it can mean a new love coming in totally. And be open to the experience. The fact the arms are open is showing to be open to the experience. But if they're already in a relationship, then this can mean, you know, a new surge of love coming in, a new surge of romance. So for, you know, somebody who's already in a relationship, it can mean, you know, them possibly going away and feeling new love for each other, getting back and connected with each other, and feeling like, you know, they're back in love where maybe they've just been taking each other for granted for a little while. Yeah, and Susan's saying means strong love awaiting all who want to enter. Yeah, and it really is showing, you're right there, Susan, it's showing that love is there for all of us. And, you know, strong love, there's a lot of strength in this card, you know, with the colours and with the strength of the sea and the strength of the water all around here. But we've all got to be open to accepting that, you know, and receiving that. And it's amazing how many people sit in front of me who are looking for love or wanting love, and yet they're not really doing anything about it. They're just expecting to be found, and they're not really getting out in new situations, or they're not putting it out there that they're actually looking for love, and they're not being open to love as well. So they're not making room for love in their life. The life is too busy. So I always find it really interesting when I get lots of love cards in a reading, people looking for love. And it's often saying, just be open to it, you know, against this particular card. When I've got these 2 dolphins here, and Christine mentioned about the dolphins. These 2 dolphins here are showing going forward together. And when somebody is in a current relationship and I get this card, to me it just means they're going into a new phase of their relationship, which means they're very much in love together, they're working well together. But they're also very much soulmates and in partnership together. And I see this like me and my husband, to be honest, because we are very much partnership. And, that, you know, I'm very blessed that I can be here at 8 o'clock live at night in the UK. And he's, you know, keeping an eye on my son. And he'll keep an eye on my daughter and things like that, you know. But vice versa, I do the same. It's a two-way relationship. So, and also, what I also see with this, and I'm not always drawn to this, but can you see all the turbulence here and the turbulence of the waves? Well, to me, this means they've been going through a bit of an emotional time, a bit of a emotional time with the love and the love situation in their life. But then I'm always drawn to the calmness behind that, you know, and so I'm always drawn to the calmer seas behind. And there's a bit of a sunrise as well in the background. So I just see everything lifting and the sun lifting and sun rising and things getting better with regard to love. So, you know, when you look at each card, and, you know, Angela and Christine, you've just commented on that, which is brilliant, thank you. And you're all right, and Susan, you're all right. You know, when you look at that card and you look at things, you can see, you know, lots of things within it. And what you are seeing is exactly right for you. And this is what I always say about the cards. We can tap into the cards ourselves. We can tap into our own intuition, which is why I'm doing these 12 Amazing Angel Tarot tips and why I have the course that I teach. Because I believe that we can all do this and we can all really open up our intuition with the cards. And this is why I do it, so we can get in touch with our own guidance and start trusting ourselves and trusting our own guidance. And, you know, just looking at that card, how much can we all see in that card? And it's all right what we're saying. And the messages we're seeing in the cards are very relevant and very true, so to speak. So that's the Ace of Raphael, and I just wanted to really do a little bit of a focus of it. And I will read the words now as well. So the meaning of the words, which I don't tend to look at the words on the card, but they can be useful to give you confirmation of what you've all just been saying, is a positive new emotional experience. So this can mean a new emotional relationship. It can also mean a new emotional experience with something that we love. So it can mean finding a passion for maybe yoga or something, and as you know, having a wonderful positive time with it and absolutely loving it. So it doesn't always mean relationships, it can mean things that we love and matters of the heart, but generally it does mean a relationship. Then the second line says fulfilling romantic relationships. So for those of us that are already in relationships, like the two dolphins here, it's very fulfilling, it's very romantic. And then also, it also says deep and lasting spiritual insights. And here, if you look at above his head, and look if you can see that very clearly, but he's almost got this halo of light above his head, which is, you know, saying that he's connected to the angelic realms. He's receiving guidance from the angelic realms, and he's open to new spiritual experiences, and may find a love within spiritual experiences, not as in a love of relationship, but, you know, a love of all things spiritual. So that's also what it can mean as well. So, you know, for those of you, those three that you've just commented, what you all just said really relates to that as well, you know. Yeah, and there is a yellow aura there. And also, when I look at this, Susan, I actually see a lot of colours in this aura. It's really, when you see it there, I don't know if you can see it as well, but there's green and yellow, and then I see the purple of the wings and the blue up here. It's like all the chakra colours. If you know anything about chakras, they're energy centres within our bodies. It's almost showing all of those there. So, yeah, but what I'm saying to you is all your comments are so relevant to the words on the card. And you didn't see the words on the card, and you've there just commented, and, you know, you're all spot on. And that's what I'm saying is you have the ability to tap into your intuition. You have the ability to tap into Angel Tarot and start reading for yourself and for your friends. You know, and this is why I'm teaching these tips, so you can get a closer connection with the cards. And if you haven't got this deck and you're following my tips, you know, I would recommend you buying this deck if you feel drawn to it and you like it, because it is a wonderful deck. And it's also a good deck that really gets us connecting with our own inner power and our own just empowerment with ourselves, to be honest, which is why I love it so much. People on my course have really become empowered more themselves, and some of the people on the course already are out there, you know, paying, you know, charging people for readings and doing, you know, taking paid readings as a business. And some people just used it for themselves. But yeah, you know, if you really want to go deeper with it, you can do. But just follow these tips and you're already learning. And I'm doing this for you for free, so just help you tap into it yourself. So that's the Ace of Raphael, and any of the aces are new beginnings, new offerings, and you've got 4 of these in the Angel Tarot deck, or the traditional tarot deck. So that is me. Thank you all for watching. If you're interested in all these tips, please register. I'll put the link above on this post. Register your email, and then I'll send you out the tips every day so you're not scrolling for them. And tomorrow I will be sharing tip 7. And tomorrow, to be honest, I have a chocker day. I'm actually out tomorrow with a load of other girls I know who have businesses like me, so I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm not going to have time to come on live, so I'm going to share a video tomorrow of tip number 7. So I will share it on the page tomorrow at some point. But yeah, register, join my group, Sarah Joanne's Angel Tarot Guidance Group. Check out the daily card in there. There's a daily card that we're all tapping into and we're all commenting on. So that's brilliant. But yeah, just join me in there as well, Sarah Joanne's Angel Tarot Guidance. I will put the link at the top of this post. I'll put it up there. And Susan, yeah, I'll add you to the list if you're happy to do that. And you should get an email on that to click into register, or just click register above the post. Anyway, angel blessings to you all. Thank you for watching me, and I will see you all again physically live on Saturday, because tomorrow I'll be sharing a video for tip 7. Okay, and just join me every day, 12 days of amazing angel tarot tips. And if you have friends who like angel tarot or interested in things like this, please share it with your friends as well, so I can reach as many people as possible to help tap into their own intuition with the cards. All right, thank you. Love and angel blessings to you. Bye.